Applying the principles of inclusive education around the children exposed to drugs and substances. The first principle that I'm going to apply is that of perceptible information. That is the principle whereby I will hand out different medias for differently abled children with different learning styles to be able to access and call, to be able to cry for help than to commit suicide. The other principle that I'm going to implement is that of tolerance for error. This is the principle whereby I will work together with parents like a three-legged pod to be able to make the learners learn from their mistakes and create a helpful and supportive environment for them to have a growth mindset.
Good morning, class. Today's lesson will be on climatology. The earth is spherical. Now, I want you to imagine it as this ball. From the previous test, a lot of you struggle to remember the gases that are forming part of the atmosphere. We all love Valentine, right? Now, think of this. Now, Valentine come again. And nitrogen, the W and the V, water vapor. C, carbon. A, argon. I have made more easy notes to those who struggle to remember the content. I have also made them colorful to stimulate your mind. I will hand them to you. For those who want to read more, I have added page numbers at the end of each note from the textbook.
Applying the principle of inclusive education in order to create a supportive learning environment to serve learners in mainstream schools. In the topic of photosynthesis in grade 8 level, I would apply a simple and intuitive principle by asking the learners about the components of photosynthesis that they may already know, like trees, water, and roots, which plays a role in the process of photosynthesis. As my classroom would have learners with different special needs, like for example, learners suffering from ADHD, visual impairment, or epilepsy, I would have to be able to apply the principle of tolerance for error, as these learners learn content in their own individual pace and according to their strengths and weaknesses.
I'm going to apply principles of inclusive education to community. The first principle that I will use is the one of the community of learners, whereby I'll create a space for group works, which will give every learner a chance to explain to their peers what they understand about a certain topic. This principle allows them to have confidence and believe in what they understand. In the society principle, I'm going to invent the parent and the teacher and the learner system, where I as a teacher influence the parents to always take education into consideration. A positive and educated parent is more likely to raise an educated child. Imagine if we have a society that is educated, then we could raise a better generation. As they said, it takes a community to raise a child. This is to create an education and fun environment.